हम हैं हम हैं हम हैं टपाड़िया। 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 हम हैं।
Welcome to the live coverage of Bharat SHAH Cricket Tournament Season 10 as Panthers take on Hustlers. Coin toss fell in favor of Hustlers, and Hustlers, after winning the toss, opted to field. And so far, it is proving to be a right thing as the bat of Sagan is gone for naught after facing couple of deliveries. Panthers, after being put into bat, are 3 for 1, just under the first over. Only 5 balls bowled so far. Yet a delivery to be bowled. New man in for Panthers is Charan. Plenty of experience behind Charan. Crazy BS to start with his right arm medium pace bowling for Hustlers. Another flight is on, this time drifting. Well cleared. Pace is not there for the ball to go all the way. But still, batsman will fetch two. So two to end the first over. Panthers, after being put into bat first, are five for the loss of 1 wicket. Garuda, after winning the toss, opting to ball first, which has proved a right decision time and time again here at Gurukul Cricket Stadium. As we all know, as the night goes on, dew gets higher and higher, and it will get harder for the bowler to grip the ball. Dr. Pramod Chaudhary to continue with crazy BS. He starts off with a good length outside off stump. Batsman trying to cut that one, but get speed and on the outside edge. So dot ball to start for Pramod. Hafiz is on 3 of 4 deliveries. Another length to be outside of stump. Cut away. There's chance of run out, but throw is at the goal line. In fact, when the keeper tries to get the ball at the right hand, in process he hits the batter and apologizes straight away. That's a good sportsman spirit shown by the wicket keeper. For all in all, no harm done. Batter is all good and ready to go. This is looking an eventful over so far. No runs scored, but opportunity created. But the throw went to the wrong end. So the batter at the non-striker, Charan survives. Another shot delivery way outside of stump, and both arms raised wide by the umpire and signal wide. So an extra for Panthers. Their score moves to 6. Current rate just over 4.5 in fact. 90 says the projected score. That will definitely not be enough. Once again, punched away, but straight to the point fielder. With couple of yards in just to cut that sort of single. Two men outside for Pramod is sweeper cover and long off. Short ball. Yes, it was tantalizingly close to that wide line. This time umpires gives it in favor of batter and says wide ball. So another extra for Panthers. Score moves to 7. Hafiz, 3 of 7 deliveries. Charan, 2 of 1 delivery. Short ball this time onto the body. Punched away. Fielder in the mid wicket is right at the edge. So single was there. Single was there. But both the batters communicated beautifully and ran through. So in the end, they completed the single with ease. 8 on the board. Full tries to go downtown, but only gets the bottom half of the bat. And the ball straight to the mid wicket fielder. So dot ball. In fact, Panthers are 7 for the loss of 1 wickets in 1.5. Last ball of the second over. Short ball, cut away, straight to the gully fielder, who passed it, who passed the ball to the point. So dot ball to end the second over. Panthers, after being put into bat, have started slow and are 7 for the loss of 1 wicket. So Crazy BS to continue. Long off and deep mid wicket in play for BS. And all men are inside the circle on the offside. Gully, point, extra covers, and mid on. All inside the circle. Short mid wicket and square leg inside the circle, and 2 men outside. Flighted one outside off time, straight has hit away in long on region. Once that ball pass the fielder inside the circle, no stopping. As the outfield here at Gurukul Cricket Stadium is lightning quick. So first one for the Panthers. So is for Hafiz. Hafiz moves to 8 of 8 deliveries. Once again, this time shot pulled away, but straight to the mid wicket fielder on a bounce. Dot ball. That ball was there to be hit away, but this time the batter fails to find the gap. Another flighted one, this time down the ground, but straight to the long off fielder, who does well. Navjot there in the deep, who gets the ball to the ball in times, only single conceded. All in all, good cricket. It's not easy to get away with such sort of flighted deliveries, as these are the tricky ones. Once again, it was way fuller than the batter thought. Sweep shot was on, but at the right time he aborts his shot, as that was way full. So dot ball. Once again, a flighted one straight to the square leg fielder, who is right at the edge. So single is on offer, and both the batters run through with ease. With that single, their score moves to 13. Current rate says 4.59. Projected score says 92. That will not be enough. 180 is the average batting first total here at Gurukul. Cut away in between point and extra cover fielder, and the ball races away. Fielder after that, but only he will fetch it back. Boundary to end the third. Panthers, after being put into bat, are 17 for the loss of 1 wicket. Current rate says 5.67 runs per over. Projected score says 113. His very first over has gone for 10 in his second. Pramod to continue. Excellent first over by Pramod, only conceding 2 runs in his very first. Will ball his second to Charan. Another excellent good line delivery, attacking the stumps. Equally well defended by the batter. Got ball to start the fourth. Sweeper cover and long off in play for Pramod. Shot outside off stump. Batsman tries to guide the ball, but this time he misses. So back-to-back dot deliveries to start the fourth over. Once again, then delivery punched away off the back foot towards the left of point. Single conceded. So only single coming off first three deliveries. Economy so far for Pramod Chaudhary is 2. That is superb inside the power play. Wicket column still empty for Pramod, but he has done a good job for his team. He has created some pressure from the one end. Now Hafiz back on strike. Short ball, Hafiz tries to cut but get the outside edge. And the ball races to the fence in no time. That was tricky, but Hafiz will take it. Runs are runs. Anyhow, it comes, says Panthers. Their score moves to 22 in 3.4. Now the short third fielder moved much finer to cut that sort of shots. Lot of gap in between short third and gully. Full delivery driven on the up. Will it go? No, it doesn't. Excellent stop there by the cover fielder. That ball was traveling with some speed, but a clean gather there by the cover fielder and keeps it 2-1. 6 runs coming so far of Pramod's over. Last ball to be bowled. Length delivery outside half time, played with the soft hands. So single to end the fourth over. After 4 overs, Panthers are 24 for the loss of 1 wicket. At the moment, they are scoring 6 runs per over. Projected score says 120. Coin toss plays a major role here at Gurukul Cricket Stadium as we experience heavy dew towards the end. He has to continue conceding 15 runs and taking one crucial wicket in his two. Will be bowling his third. Flighted one outside off stump, played with the soft hand. This time denied by the non-striker as the fielder inside the circle were ready for a run out opportunity coming their way. Fielder in the point region, couple of steps inside the circle. Flighted one. This time he goes. Fielder there in the deep. Who puts it down? He ran all the hard yards in, but in the end, drops it after reaching. That should have been taken. All the hard work done there by the fielder in the deep, but in the end, couldn't finish the catch. Charan survives. Once again, a flighted one. This time hit away down the ground, but all along the carpet. Straight to the fielder, Navjot in the deep, who does well. 2 runs coming up first 3 deliveries of BS so far. Let me tell you, this is the power play over. Once again, the ball is in the air. Will the keeper take it? He puts it down. Second chance there for Sharan there. In the timeline of 3 deliveries, he's been put down twice. This was even simpler chances. Keeper never cited that at the beginning, but in the end, he was under the ball. Still put it down. Charan survives for the second time in the same over. Once again, a flighted delivery. This time, a chance for a middle fielder. That ball just fell short of him. He was charging in for that catch. Excellent throw by him. Strange kind of fielding there by Crazy BS, who stops the ball with the help of his bat. Chances being created by BS. This time a loopy short ball outside off stump. Batter tries to cut but gets beaten. Excellent over from BS, conceding only 5 runs and creating 3 chances. Excellent so far. Navjot Singh, 1.3 overs, conceding only 4 runs, picking one crucial wicket. Second one, which was picked by Navjot, cleaning up the batter. After that, Rahul joins Hafiz. Hafiz, after being given couple of lives, is 29 of 22 deliveries. Cut away into the gully region. Lot of time there for the batters to cross through. So single conceded. Runs in this over coming in terms of singles. Only 3 runs coming off first 4 deliveries. Courtesy 2 singles and a wide. Panthers are 46 for the loss of 2 wickets in 8.4 overs. Currently, they are scoring 5.31 runs per over. Projected score says 106. That will definitely not be good. Shot punched away into the cover region. That was right from the toe of the bat. The ball is going slow to the fielders in the cover. Single conceded. 4 runs coming off first 5 deliveries. Panthers, after being put into bat first, are not finding their feet at the moment. Runs are hard to come by for Panthers. Last ball of the ninth over coming. Fired in by Navjot. On the bats. By the time keeper gathers the ball, batters run through. So single to end the ninth over. Panthers, after being asked to bat first, are 48 for the loss of 2 wickets in 9 overs. Currently, they are scoring 5.33 runs per over. Projected score says 107. That will definitely not be enough on this ground. Average batting first here at Gurukul Cricket Stadium is 180. Charan got cleaned up by Crazy BS in the very first over. After their Chagan was cleaned up for not in first over. After his departure, Charan joined Hafiz. Hafiz still not out in the center for Panthers. 30 for him in his 24 deliveries. 4 boundaries for Hafiz. Then a small partnership between Charan and Hafiz. Then Charan was knocked out by Navjot Singh. He was struggling. He only got 9 of his 19 deliveries. From then, the left-hander Rahul joins Hafiz. Rahul is 5 of 9 deliveries. Just rotating the strike. At the moment, Panthers trying to get a partnership in. Change in the bowling attack. Navdeep now introducing into the attack to start off with a beauty. Beating the batter and the keeper. By signal by the umpire. Excellent delivery there by Navdeep Singh. Plenty of experience behind him. 776 matches for Navdeep Singh. Over 348 wickets. Economy touch high. 8.07. Excellent best figures of 548 for Navdeep Singh. Starts off with a single. That to a bye. So left, which brings left-hander Rahul back on strike. Rahul only scoring 5 of first 9 deliveries. He has played some elegant drives all along the carpet only for singles. Another good delivery, but beautifully cut away in between. Short third and point. The ball is racing away. Fielders after that one, but only thing they can do it is fetch it back to the keeper. As that ball has gone and hit the boundary curtains in no time. Boundary coming for Panthers and a much needed one. With that boundary, we will congratulate Rahul for scoring 400 boundaries in his T20I career. Excellent milestone reached by the Rahul, scoring 400 boundaries in his career. With that boundary, Panthers are 53. Rahul reaches to 9. Once again, Rahul sweeps towards the left of square leg and he has no chance to get it out. This time the trying to overcompensate and trying to ball wicket to wicket. In process, drips one down. An excellent sweep shot revealed by Rahul Tapadia, who's looking comfortable now in the center with the help of back-to-back boundaries. Navdeep, after starting with a beauty, now has been taken for a couple of boundaries, conceding 8 in his first three. Overall, 9 runs coming off first three deliveries. This is looking a good over for Panthers. Will this be the change in momentum for Panthers? Will they get a move on from here on? Looks like a once again he sweeps across the line. Huge appeal, but the umpire Shravan says nada out. This time Rahul again trying to sweep that ball. Fortunate for him that he gets an inside edge. Very experienced umpire Shravan and Guru out in the center. Once again, Navdeep tries to play across the line. Ball into the deep square leg region. Two is the call. And they'll complete with ease. That ball was not timed to perfection. So the batter got an extra time to come for the second as that ball was not traveling quickly to the deep fielder. Excellent overs of 11 runs coming off first over of Navdeep and the 10th over of the inning. Panthers are 59 for the loss of 2 in 9.5. Once again, a flighted delivery on the stumps. Beautifully driven away on the up by Rahul. So single to end the 10th. Panthers, after being put into bat first, are 60 for the loss of 2 wickets in the first half of the innings. Currently, they are scoring 6 runs per over. Projected
हम
to
हैं कपाड़िया
will the Panthers continue their good work with the bat as the partnership grows to 27 of 22 deliveries? Or will Garuda get back and strike? We have to wait and watch. Stay tuned with us as the second half of the first inning coming your way. We'll be back in the very shortly.
हम हैं
Third one down for the Panthers. Very unfortunate way to go for Rahul, who was looking comfortable and who was looking to score runs, who was turning it on for the Panthers. Now back in shit. Run out by the bowler, Jitesh, who gets the hand in the follow through and the ball hits the timber. And well said, Rahul has to depart after 25, after scoring 25 in 17 deliveries. Very unfortunate way to go. Hafiz it leave it with the shot that he played. He tried to play straight, but he has played too straight. That ball has got the hand while hitting before hitting the timber. Rahul Tapadia just in his follow through, a step away out of his crease. That was enough for him. Streaky one, but still Garuda will take it. New man in is GTR. Plenty of experience behind GTR. 318 matches for him, over 4,000 runs, average 22.68. Strike rate over 130, 130.83 to be precise. Very accomplished batter, GTR. Out in the center for Panther. Panthers after the departure of Rahul. Full toss driven down the ground for a single. With that single, 11 overs have been completed and a successful one from Jitesh after conceding 10 runs, getting the crucial wicket of Rahul. Panthers, after being put into bat first, are now 70 for the loss of 3 wickets in 11 overs. Currently, they are scoring tick over 6, 6.36, the current rate. Projected score says 127. That will definitely not be enough. Towels are out. Towels are already out. As you can see, the bowler wiping the ball. These are the first signs of the dew in the outfield. As the night goes on, dew will get heavier and heavier. Shot outside of stump, cut away, straight to the point fielder. Single to start the 12th. Navdeep Singh starting his second, conceding 11 in his very first. Starts off with a single. With that single, GTR first time on the strike and drives in the cover region, and that ball raced like a tracer bullet. That's brute power from GTR. That ball was too close to the short cover, but nothing much he could have done as that was coming with some power. That ball was traveling with some pace. Excellent shot there by GTR to start his innings. New to the crease, never mind. Hit a boundary. That's the way the batters go these days. Navdeep fires one in. Beautifully turned away in the leg side by the batter GTR. Excellent stuff after getting that boundary, rotating the strike. This is the ideal way to proceed in your innings. After getting a boundary, just rotate strikes. Do not stay on the strike for too long. Once again, punched away, but straight to the ball on a bounce. In fact, on a couple of bounce. 6 runs coming off first four of Navdeep's. Once again, cut away towards the right of point. Sweeper cover there in the deep. Who does well? Only a single. 7 runs coming off first 5 deliveries of Navdeep. Not a bad one for Garuda. Navdeep, after conceding that boundary, still not going for too many in this over. Once again, a full toss outside edge found. That ball averaged away in the third man region. Nothing much that keeper could have done on that occasion, as that ball had a good deflection after getting that outside edge. streaky, but GTR looking aggressive. Boundary to end the duel. Panthers, after being put into bat first, are 81 for the loss of 3 wickets. Currently, they are scoring 6.75 per over. Projected score says 135. Navdeep is proving out to be an expensive resource for Garuda. He has conceded 22 in his two. Economy 11. Single to start the 13th. Jitesh to continue with his second after conceding 10 in his first. Once again, a beautiful delivery outside off stump. Cut away on the back foot in between point and cover fielder for only a single. 2 runs coming off first two deliveries. GTR look GTR looking dangerous out in the center. Hafiz is playing good role. He's 34 of 32. He's held the innings for Panthers. Acceleration is coming from the other end. GTR. Short ball. And way outside that wide lines. White ball signal by the umpire. On this occasion, Jitesh tries to fire it and ball quickly through the air. In process, the ball's wide. Once again, excellent length there by Jitesh. Batsman only could do that. Hit the ball back to the batter. So dot ball. Full length delivery. Batter tries to work that on the leg side. Leg by signal by the umpire. Excellent decision there by the umpire as that ball was drifting down the leg. Again a single. Score moves to 85 for Panthers with that single. GTR now back on strike with 10 of 4 deliveries. Couple of boundaries already for him. Strike rate 250 for GTR. Short ball punched away but straight back to the bowler. This time GTR trying to make room for himself. But the bowler follows him and cramps him for the room. The only thing that GTR could have done on this occasion is hit the ball back to the bowler. Once again, bowler trying to cramp GTR for room, but this time he balls one down the leg. So white ball signal by the umpire. Extra for GTR and Panthers. Score moves to 86 for Panthers. Another length delivery outside of stump. Hit away hard by GTR. Excellent work there in the deep. Who does well and keeps the batter to a single. So single to end the 13th over. Panthers are 87 for the loss of 3 wickets. At the moment, their run rate creeped up a bit, but still 6.69. And projected score says 134. 170, 180 will be an ideal target for Panthers. Let me tell you, outfield here is quick and the pitch is a flat one. A paradise for the batter. Bounce here is very, very even. So the batters very comfortably play Jitesh into his third over, conceding 6 runs so far. An excellent shot there towards the right of short third. Second boundary of the over coming off GTR's bat. GTR looking dangerous out in the center. He races to 22 of the 11 balls. Four boundaries already for GTR. Strike rate 200. Last man to be dismissed was well set piece, who departs after scoring 40. He was trying to look up the ante for the Panthers. In process was cotton ball by Karthik. Karthik picking up the very first wicket in his first over of the night and conceding only 4 runs. Excellent, excellent previous over by Karthik. Jitesh in this over has gone for plenty. Flighted one outside of stump. Again the batter trying to go aerial. This time losing his shape and missing the ball completely. Good job there by the keeper behind the timber, who gets the bails off in a flash. Yet the foot was inside the line, so no damage done. Dot delivery for Jitesh. Good little comeback. Will he able to close out the over? Yes, he will. Excellent delivery, attacking the stumps on a good length. Safely played by GTR. So dot ball to end the 15th over. Panthers, after being put into bat first, are 102 for the loss of 4 wickets. Currently, they are scoring 6.80 runs per over. Projected score says 136. They definitely need anything over 170. From here on, they need to score around 12 runs per over in order to get somewhere near 170. 3 quarters out of 4 are done in the first innings. Panthers are only 102 for the loss of 4 wickets. Only good thing for Panther is GTR is out in the center, who is looking good. Karthik to continue. Flights one outside of stump. Batter on this occasion, Sumit plays it with the soft hands and gets the dangerous GTR back on strike. Right arm of break bowler Karthik. Flighted one. This time GTR should have been on the front foot. Rocks back and doesn't get the desired length. Just plays it back to the bowler. Once again, flighted one outside of stump, cut away, but straight to the sweeper cover in the deep. The call is for two. Will they come back? Wayward throw there from the sweeper cover fielder, who throws away too far from the bowler. In the end, the ball went to the mid wicket, so extra 2+1, so in total 3 runs scored by the batter. So far, only 4 runs coming of first 3 deliveries. Towels are out. Change in a field. Now sweeper cover fielder. Field stays same, but the fielders are changed. Sweeper cover comes inside the circle and he gets to the point. And the fielder in the square leg region now moves to the sweeper cover. And the short third fielder goes to the square leg field. Field stays same. 4 all inside the circle on offside. Short third, short gully, point and covers. This time, ball is hit away straight to the cover fielder. Quick single, and in the end, easily completed by the batters. So four fielders inside the circle on the offside, short third, short gully, short point, short covers. Then two men outside on the offside are sweeper cover and long on. Short ball, again punch, but punch straight to the fielder in the cover region, straight out ball. Three men outside the circle on the leg side, long off, mid wicket and square leg. So last ball of the over coming up. Flighted one, way outside of stump. So white ball signal. Wavered from the batter who tries to reach to a delivery which is well outside that wide line. In fact, it was too close to be given a new ball. Just inside the pitch limits. It stays. That's why Panthers are 108 for the loss of 4 wickets in 15.5. Last ball of the 16th over coming. Flighted one outside of cutaway into the point region where the fielder fumbles. So a single completed. 16 overs have been completed. Panthers are 109 for the loss of 4 wickets. Currently they are scoring 6.81. Projected score says 136. Last 4 overs remaining in this first inning of the match as Garuda takes on the Panthers. Excellent, excellent over there from Navjot Singh, who concedes only 6 runs in the 17th over of the innings. No boundaries considered in that over. All runs coming in terms of singles, only singles. Six balls, six singles to end the 17th over. 17 overs done into the first innings after Panthers are put into bat first, are 115 for the loss of 4 wickets. Currently, they are scoring 6.7 runs, 6.76 runs per over. Projected score says 135. That will definitely not be enough. GTR has slowed down as his innings progressed. He is 29 of 20. Strike rate drops to 145. Another flighted one. This time, batter gets on the back foot and tries to pull it and misses a lollipop sort of delivery. And in fact, he has his his timber has been dismantled. So fifth one down for Panthers. Latest casualty. Sumit departs after scoring 6 of 10 deliveries. Panthers, while batting first, are in all sort of trouble. 115 for the loss of 5 wickets. 6.70 the current rate. Projected score says 134. Ideal target here at Gurukul Cricket Stadium while batting first is around 180. In this inning, Panthers are looking nowhere near 180. In fact, they are reeling on 115. What will be the target they will be eyeing from here on? As we have only 2.5 overs, 17 balls remaining in the tank for them. 140, something under 150 will be the target they must be eyeing from here on to give their bowlers something to bowl at. Excellent bowling by Karthik. Once again, flighted one. Very close to the off stump. Once again, batter trying to drag the ball all the way into the leg side. Foot movement to be seen nowhere. Foot going nowhere from the batter. They are just throwing the bat and only managing to get the contact with air. Once again, flighted one, and once again, nothing sort of delivery, but the batter makes it even harder for himself. He was in no position to play any sort of shot. Back to back batters dismissed, courtesy bold. Latest casualty, Suchit Agarwal departs for naught. Panthers are going down too quickly at the moment. They have lost couple of wickets in this over without scoring a run. Let me tell you, this is the 18th over of the inning where the batters maximize their scoring. But here at Gurukul Cricket Stadium, Panthers are losing wickets, which is not a good sign for them. On the other hand, Garuda looking much happier side at the moment as they have restricted Panthers for 115 in 17.3. Current rate just tick over 6.5, 6.75 to be precise. Projected score says 131. New man joining GTR is Shiv Sharma. 114 matches for Shiv. 227 runs at the average of 7.83. Strike rate 77.21 for Shiv Sharma. This time Shiv Sharma plays it with the soft hand in the cover region and gets GTR back on strike. It all depends how GTR plays from here on for Panthers. He's the man for the Panthers. Will he finish high for Panthers? Short ball outside off stump, played into the cover region. That ball was in the hands of cover region fielder, but that ball was traveling with some speed. So the fielder in the cover spills it. In fact, adding insult to the injury, it goes all the way. Long on, fielder has no chance to cut that off. Finally, a boundary for Panthers and much needed one. 120 for Panthers in 17.5. Last ball of the 18th over coming. Flighted one. Will it be taken? Yes, it is. Simple catch on this occasion for the fielder and the covers. That ball should have been played on the front foot. GTR again going on the back foot and losing the shape. In the end, holds out in the cover region. Final nail in the coffin for the Panthers. GTR departs after scoring 33 of 22 deliveries. Panthers, after 18 overs, after being put into bat first, are 120 for the loss of 7 wickets. Excellent figures for Navjot Singh. 3.3 overs, 14 runs conceded. A wicket apiece for Navjot. Will bowl out his fourth and the 19th over of the inning. 4 runs coming off first 4 deliveries of Navjot Singh. Panthers are 125. This time, excellent shot there by Shiv Sharma, but only as far as the fielder in deep mid wicket. So only a single conceded. Good heave. Still a single. 5 runs coming off first 5 deliveries. Last ball of the 19th over coming. Once again, played towards the right of the short square leg. Call is for two. In the end, they settles for a single. Excellent through direct hit. Both the batters settling for a single. With that, 19 overs have been completed. Panthers, after being put into bat first by Garuda, are 127 for the loss of 7 wickets. Two low order batters out in the center for Panthers, Shiv Sharma and Arun, well known for their bowling. But now, what can they do for the team with the bat in hand? Final over of the innings coming your way. Flighted delivery, hit away. Will that go all the way? Yes, it does. Sloppy work there in the deep. Square leg fielder makes a mess out of it. That ball was traveling with some speed, but that ball should have been cut off as it was coming straight to him. Much needed boundary for Panthers. Coming off the bat of Arun. Arun races to six of 4 deliveries. Once again, a flighted one outside off stump. This time he miscues. A quick single. In the end, they complete with ease. 5 runs coming off first two. Panthers have 132 on the board. How much will they get in the final over? And what will be the target? They'll set for Garuda. Let me tell you, Garuda, after winning the toss, opted to ball first, as the most of the team does here at Gurukul Cricket Stadium. Once again, batter advances but misses the ball completely and gets his stump rattled. 8-1 down for Panthers. Shiv Sharma departs after scoring 3 of 5 deliveries. Excellent deception there from Karthik. 5 for Karthik in his 3.3 overs. 3 deliveries yet to be bowled by him. Picking his 5 for first 5 for of the tournament at Gurukul Cricket Stadium. And it goes to Karthik, who came very late in the attack but got the 5 wickets. 5 crucial wickets to break the backbone of the Panthers batting lineup. New man in for Panthers is Viren. 38 matches, 112 runs for Viren, average 8, strike rate 67.8 for Viren. Will join Arun. Last 3 balls of the inning coming your way. At the moment, Panthers are reeling for 138 for 8 wickets. Lighted one outside off stump. It was halfway down. That should have been put away, but Viren misses, as is well known for his bowling capabilities. Now has a bat in hand for Panthers. Final couple of deliveries coming your way. Flighted, but down the leg. Arms raised wide by the umpire and signals wide. So an extra for Panthers. 133 now on board. They have something for their bowlers to bowl it, but that is not enough. Excellent shot by Viren in the mid-wicket region. Fielder tries to cut it off, but his effort goes in vain. Boundary and a much needed one from coming from the bat of Viren. Panthers reaches to 137 in 19.5. That ball was a flighted one from Karthik, and thank you very much, says Viren, and puts it away in some style. Viren giving too much flight on that occasion and paying the penalty. This time, if he balls a flatter one outside of stump and beats Viren outside of stump. So dot ball to end the final of the innings. Garuda after winning the toss opting to field. Panthers after being put into bat first only manages 137 for the loss of 8 wickets. Garuda, while coming in to chase, have a small target, but a trickier one. Let me tell you, these small targets are not easier one to achieve, as they need 138 in their 20 overs. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes. Till then, stay tuned.
हम हैं हम हैं हम हैं टपाड़िया हम हैं हम हैं हम हैं टपाड़िया हम हैं हम हैं हम हैं हम हैं
Garuda are one down in the 1.1 overs, scoring 9 runs off the very first over and the first ball of the second over. Navjot Singh departed after scoring 9 of 7 deliveries, who was looking good. Scored couple of boundaries for his 9. Now he's gone. He was looking aggressive. He was looking to score the maximum in the field restrictions in the power play. Excellent from Sumit, who deceives Navjot. Excellent catch in the mid-on region. Fielder there had an ample of time to settle underneath, but still it's difficult to catch here in the night sky, in the lights. It's not easy when the ball is up in the air. Still excellent grab. Panthers striking for the first time in the match and sees the back of Navjot. New man joining Nishant Gupta is the hero from the previous encounter for Garuda, Dr. Pramod Chaudhary. Left hand, right hand combination now in the center for Garuda. Excellent career for Pramod. 165 matches, 3,417 runs at the average of 26.91. Strike rate 151.80. Is a genuine top order batter. Dr. Pramod Chaudhary. Peppers, leg side, more often than not. Sweeper cover and long off for Pramod. Sumit Chaudhary starts off with the flyer, picking up the wicket of the very first ball he balls. Once again, trying to attack the stumps. Pramod Chaudhary defending on the front foot. Dot ball for him to start his innings. Right arm medium pacer. Sumit coming over the wicket. Always attacking stumps. Short ball onto the pads. That was a freebie for Pramod. Batsman of a caliber of Pramod is too good to miss on such opportunities. Back-to-back boundaries, then a couple of singles coming off the third over. Second over for Arun, conceding 19 runs in his 1.4 overs. Pramod Chaudhary looking set out in the center. 14 of 7 deliveries. 3 boundaries already for Pramod. This time he bails out at the very last moment. Something might have been coming in, appeared in his sight. He has bailed out at the last minute. Shot! This time again tries to pull it in the square leg region. Just gets a top edge. Fortunate for him that the pace was slow from the bowler. Ball just hitting him back. So a dot ball for Arun. Garuda, while chasing 137, are 24 for the loss of 1 wicket. They still need 114 runs in 103 balls. Once again, Pramod hits it towards the right of mid-on fielder, who has no chance to cut it off. So boundary to end the third over. Garuda, while chasing 137, are 28 for the loss of 1 wicket in 3 overs. Currently, they are scoring well over 9.33 to be precise. Required rate well under 7, 6.47 now for Garuda. If you have just joined us in the live streaming, let me tell you, it was Garuda who won the coin toss and opted to field. Panthers, after being put into bat first, only managed 137 on the board. 138 the target set for Garuda. They are 28 for the loss of 1 wicket in 3 overs. Only man to be dismissed is Navjot Singh. He departed after scoring 7. Big shot into the mid-wicket region, and away she goes. What a hit that from the batter. Once again, the bowler trying to attack the stump. This time, the batter was up to the task and gives him a great thumping in the mid-wicket region. Nishant Gupta, who was off strike for a while, gets a strike, and what a strike he gets. Throws the ball way back in the mid-wicket region. Current rate well over 10, 10.74 to be precise. Required rate touch over 6. Towels are out. Towels are already out. We are into the fourth over of the first inning. Second innings. Towels are already out. Garuda are 34. They still need 104 in 101 balls. Good delivery outside of them. Hint of away swing for Sumit. Once again, Nishan trying to go over covers, but missing the ball completely. Fortunate for him. No outside edge found. 6 coming off first 2 deliveries of fourth over. Field restrictions are in. Only 2 fielders are out. This time the bat bowler drifts one down the leg. So white ball signal by the umpire. So extra for Garuda. Their score moves to 35 in just 3.2 overs. Panthers struck once already in this contest, but wickets that will be the ask for them in order to get back into this contest. Short ball outside of stump, punched away, but straight to the sweeper cover fielder. Only for a single. Sweeper cover and a long off in play for Sumit. Sumit conceding 12 in his 1.4 overs, picking up one crucial wicket of Rajjot Singh. With that single, left-hander Pramod back on strike. Right hand, left hand combination out in the center for Garuda. Deep square leg and a long off for Pramod. Huge appeal, but denied by the umpire rightfully as it was pitching way down the leg. That might have the leg stump, but that was pitching way down the leg. Bowler pleading with the umpire to get the decision in his favor, but denied by the umpire. Another change in the field. No. In fact, the field still same. Long off just moved little bit square and straighter. Now for Pramod. Last ball of the fourth over coming. Once again down the leg. Batter trying to pull, but no connection. White ball signal by the umpire. Another extra for Garuda. Their score moves to 36. Wickets are the only way that Panther can win this contest, as they don't have enough runs on the board. Full on the stumps, equally well defended by the batter Pramod. So with that dot ball, 4 overs have been completed. Garuda, while chasing 138, are 36 for the loss of 1 wicket. Over. Single to end the fourth. With that, Garuda are 38 for the loss of 1 wicket in 4 overs. They still need 100 runs in remaining 98 balls. Panthers desperately in search of wickets. Wickets are the only way they are going to win this contest, as they don't have enough runs in the tank. They have only managed 137 while batting first. Change in the bowling attack. Left armer now introducing to the attack, coming around the wicket. Drifts one down, and Pramod says thank you very much and hits it towards the left of short fine, who has no chance to cut that off. Boundary to start the fifth over. Real loosener there from the bowler, drifting that way down the leg, and it is too easy for the batter of caliber of Pramod. So pressure on to Rahul. 167, 64 matches for him. 238 wicket. He's a genuine wicket taker, Rahul. But he started off with a loosener. Now comes up with a better delivery, but still a single conceded. 5 runs coming off first two deliveries of the fifth over and the first of Rahul. Let me tell you, Rahul is a partnership breaker and a genuine wicket taker. He varies his paces extremely well and he generally stays on the stump. Once again, a flighted delivery driven on the air, but straight to the midfielder. Yes and no. Huge mix up. In the end, no harm done. Dot ball. Huge error in the calling by both the batters. In the end, they decided to not go for it. And both in the air, just short of the short fielder. Again, a huge mix up. But the keeper misses. That should have been second wonder for Ganga. But the keeper fumbles to gather the ball. That is pretty sloppy. Both the batters were at the non-striker end, and the keeper had ample of time. Very gentle, slow through by the keeper, by the fielder. Still, the keeper fumbles to get in the second. He could have get him in the second attempt, but still, ball not in his gloves. Excellent decision there by the umpire, Shravan. All going out there in the center. The main man for Garuda should have been gone, but he survives. Keeper, keeper, what have you done, my man? He had ample of time to dislodge the bail. He missed the first opportunity, but still had the chance to dislodge, failing to get the ball in the gloves. In the end, Pramod given a lifeline on 24. That that would have been gold for Panthers at this stage. That is the wicket they were after. Short ball outside of stump, punched away into the cover region. This time, both the batters settling for it. Calling hasn't been the smoothest in between both the batters. They have struggled couple of times in between the wicket. Yes and no. Once again, full outside of stump. Promote defense on the front foot. So back-to-back deliveries to end the fifth over. Garuda, while chasing 130, are 44 for the loss of one wicket. Currently, they are scoring 8.80 runs per over. Required rate touch over 6.27 to be precise. Equation 94 runs required in 90 balls. Three runs coming up. First three deliveries of Hafiz first over. And Hafiz into the wickets column. Straight away in the first over he bowls. And he beats the main man of Garuda. Pramod Chaudhary, after giving a lifeline, departs on 24. That was the very score that he was given lifeline on. And he could not able to score anymore, and he departs for 24 after scoring in 17 balls. That was way outside of stump. Pramod feeling for the ball, getting the ball. In the end, it was an easy chance. The fielder who was right at the edge grabs it with ease. Panthers well and truly back into this contest after seeing the back of Pramod Chaudhary. New man in is Navdeep Singh, who has plenty, I must say, experience behind him. Over 700 matches for him, 20,000 runs in his account already and counting. Average well over 35, 35.48. Strike rate tick under 150, 148.57 for Navdeep Singh. Right hand batter will join Nishant Gupta. Both the batters were looking uncomfortably in terms of running between the wickets. Now Pramod looking to score with the boundary, feeling for the ball well outside of stump, away from his reach. In the end, toe ends it straight to the cover fielder. Second one down for Garuda. Panthers would have Panthers are lifted with that. After seeing the back of Pramod Chaudhary, energy is up for Panthers. They look much confident now out in the field. Change in field now. Long off and mid wicket in play. Navdeep sweeps straight away towards the right of the final. Call is for two. In the end, he makes it comfortably. This is much better thing from both the batters. Communication is clear. They were after for two. Right from the word in the end, completed with ease. Excellent start for Rahul, conceding only 3 runs in his first five. Will he close the over out? Flighted one outside off stump, driven on the up, but straight to the cover fielder, who does well. So dot ball to end the seventh over. 3 runs coming off the seventh over, and the second one off Rahul. Rahul conceding only 9 runs in his 2 overs. Current rate now has dropped back to 8. Required rate creeped up to 6.31. Not a worrying sign for Garudas, but still, it's a good passage of play for Panthers as they are getting the dot balls in and trying to build the pressure on the batters. Let me tell you, these low totals are the trickier one to chase it down. Hafiz to continue after picking up 1 wicket and conceding 9 runs in his very first over. He'll ball his second. Right arm off break coming over the wicket. Hafiz, four-man inside the circle on outside, on off stump, and two-man outside. Sweeper cover and long on. Long off, deep mid wicket and square leg in play on the leg side. No one in the fine leg region, and he drifts one down on the pads. As I say, no one in the fine leg region. Ball goes in the fine leg region. And a boundary for Nishant Gupta, who was looking quite for some time. Now gets back to the boundary scoring list. Very aggressive batter, Nishant Gupta. Short ball outside of stump, cut away in between point and short third fielder. No fielder had to move an inch as that was pierced and placed in the gap with the perfection by Nishant Gupta. Back to back boundaries for Nishant and Garuda. Nishant moves to 22 of 15 delivery. Couple of boundary and a big six for him. Strike rate 146.65 for Nishant. Garuda's score moves to 64 for the loss of 2 wickets while chasing 138. Once again, the bowler drifts onto the pads. This time the batter misses a scoring opportunity. Nonetheless, white ball signal by the umpire. Extra for Garuda. Hafiz has been wavered in this occasion on this in this over so far, drifting one down, then bowling one, giving too much room. Once again, room was on offer, cut away by the batter. Will they come back for second? No. In the end, they settle for a single, which brings Navdeep Singh back on strike. Both the batters now looking fluently out in the center. Both the batters out in the center for Garuda are genuine stroke makers. Once again, overpaced. Navdeep defends on the front foot. Good change of pace there by Hafiz, who floated up the ball, but pace was not on offer. All the pace was taken off on that occasion by Hafiz. This time, again, a flighted one outside of stump, straight to the fielder, who does well and throws the ball back to the no time, no chance of a single. So back to back deliveries for Hafiz. 10 runs coming off Hafiz over so far. Last ball yet to be bowled. Another off cutter. This time punched from the back foot, but straight to the fielder in the sweeper cover region, who does well and keeps it to a single. So single to the 8th over. Garuda while chasing 138 are 67 for the loss of 2 wickets in 8 overs. Current rate 8.38. Required rate tick under 6, 5.92. They still need 71 runs in 72 balls. Wickets are what? Panthers lead at this point of time. Only wickets can do it for them. 113 is not a big total. Nishant looking well set out in the center. He's on 23 of 16. Navdeep look fluent for his 8, run a ball 8 in fact. Rahul to continue with his left arm spin. In fact, it's change in bowling attack. Viren now with right arm off break. Balls one floater outside off stump. Navdeep plays with soft hands and crossover for a single. 38 matches for Viren, 18 wickets, economy 7.24. Best figures of 3 for 32 for him. Viren once again flights one, but this time the batter rocks back to the back foot and hits it into the mid wicket region. Both the batters not hurrying at the moment, just scoring in terms of single. Equation says less than runnable for Garuda. So Garuda batters have ample of times left for them in order to chase this simple total of 138. They only need 69 in 70 balls. 2 runs already off first 2 deliveries of Viren. Viren trying to tempt the batter, flighting the ball up. Once again a flighted one, but once again the batter just walks it away in the long off region for a single. Singles are what they are looking for at the moment. Garuda batters, they are not hurrying the things. Both the teams at the moment playing waiting game. Once again flighted but wavered well outside the trap line. Viren asking the batters to go after him, but at the moment batters are scoring in singles. Once again flighted one, punched away in the cover region, but straight to the fielder inside the circle. So a dot ball. 71 up for Garudas. They still need 67. 68 balls still to be bowled. Full toss and put away towards the right of the square leg. Who does well and moves quickly to the ball and keeps it to a single. This time the bowler trying to attack the stumps but still flighting the delivery, inviting the batter for a big shot. Once again a flighted one. Huge appeal, but denied by the umpire. Excellent under pressure. Both the umpires, Shravan and Guru, plenty of experience behind them. Both of them have over 2000 matches under their belt as a match officials in corporate cricket of Hyderabad. Very well known faces. Nonetheless, dot ball 29th over. Garuda, while chasing 138, are 72 for the loss of 2 wickets. At the moment, they are scoring 8 runs per over. Required rate exactly 6. They need run ball 66 to win this contest. On the other hand, Panthers need 8 wickets. 66. Right arm medium pacer Sumit to continue. Short ball outside off stump. Cuts the ball hard. Batter but straight to the sweeper cover fielder who does well. So only single conceded of the 10th over of the inning. Let me tell you, this is the last over from the far end, from the camera end, in fact. Bowler wiping the ball with his jersey in order to get it dry and to get the grip on the ball. I already informed you that the dew will increase significantly as the night goes on. Punched away, but straight to the short cover fielder, who's been excellent there in the outfield. These balls are coming quickly towards him, but he's not letting the ball go through. Only single coming off first two deliveries of Sumit. Outside edge! And the third one down for Garuda in the form of Navdeep Singh. Navdeep Singh finally losing his cool and trying to go after that outside off stump delivery. And in the end, Nicky's only what he managed. That brings the downfall of the third for Garuda. Panthers are not giving this up. They are fighting hard. Garuda still needs 65 and 64 deliveries. Two of the accomplished top order batters now. In fact, three of them are back in the shed. They still need 65 in 64. This is anybody's game. Once again, excellent delivery by Sumit, beating the batter on the outside edge. Batsman feeling for the ball, trying to defend on the front foot, getting beaten there. New man in for Garuda is Jitesh. 140 matches for him, 1,954 runs for him at the average of 20.35. Strike rate 113.87 for Jitesh. Once again, similar kind of ball and similar kind of shot by Jitesh. He's been beaten for the second time. Slip in place now for Sumit. Panthers now attacking and putting the pressure on the batter. Excellent over by Sumit so far. Once again, this time the batter advancing and striking the ball on the meat of the bat, but all along the carpet down the ground for a single. 74 on the board. for Garuda while chasing 138. Let me read out the match summary so far. Garuda, after winning the toss, opting to ball first and restricting Panthers to 137 for the loss of 8 wickets in their 20 overs. In reply, we are halfway through the chase. Garuda, while chasing 138, are 74 for the loss of 3 wickets. They still need 65 runs in remaining 60 ball. This can be anybody's game. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a very short break. Sorry. 12 overs have been completed. Garuda are 85 for the loss of 3 wickets. Slowly, but yes, current rate coming down and required rate slowly climbing up. Current rate 7.08, required rate 6.63. Garuda still need 53 in 48. This is good passage of play for Panthers as they are not leaking runs. They are making it harder for Garuda. They are making them work for their runs. Again, gully fielder well in to cut a single. Point right at the edge and third man right at the edge. Covers right at the edge. They are looking to stop those singles as much as possible. Left armer to continue. Big shot in the mid wicket region. Oh my god, that ball changed its direction after pitching. You cannot blame fielder for that sort of things when happened in the outfield. That ball trickled and moved away towards his right after pitching. He was thinking that ball would have come straight after pitching, but that ball went towards his right after pitching. So a much needed boundary. Boundaries have dried up for Garuda, but suddenly boundary coming after 3 overs and a much needed. Nitish Gupta, the set man for Garuda out in the center. Once again, full toss down the leg. Yes, white ball signal by the umpire. Rahul trying to attack but leaking runs at the moment in this over. Five coming off first. Full toss on the pads. Swept in fielder there in the deep in square leg region. He could have come in and taken that catch. In fact, he moves back and lets the ball go through all the way for four. Poor bidding, poor in the outfield from Panthers. They are letting the runs go through. Excellent delivery outside of time on this occasion. Keeper lets the ball down. And another single conceded. 10 runs coming off first three deliveries of Rahul. Rahul conceding only 8 runs in his, sorry, in fact, 9 runs in his first 2 overs. Now conceding 9 runs in his second, in his third. Full delivery. Batsman just defends it and run through for a single. This is excellent from the batters. After getting couple of boundaries, now trying to keep the scoreboard ticking with singles. Another short ball outside of time, cut away, straight to the gully fielder who is right at the edge. The singles are on offer at the moment by Panthers. They were looking to stop that singles. Now the men are right at the edge after that couple of boundaries. This over is looking good for Garuda so far. Last ball of the delivery yet to become. 11 runs already of the overs. It's time. Batter leaves it. So does the keeper. That should have been dot ball. Keeper lets it go and by signal by the umpire. So a single to the 13th over. Garuda while chasing 138 are 98 for the loss of 3 wickets. They still need 40 in 42 deliveries to wrap this up. Panthers still need a wicket. They got 3. They need to break this partnership. This partnership worth 25 of 21 deliveries is looking good for Garuda. Shiv Sharma now to continue from far end. 1 over 3 runs conceded by Shiv Sharma. He's been economical. Will he able to replicate the previous over that he bowled, conceding only 3 runs? Or will Garuda replicate the previous over of 12 runs? Let's wait and watch. Another short ball into the pitch. Batsman trying to cut, but missing the ball completely. That ball was there to be cut away. Batter making the right shot selection, but failing to get the execution. So dot ball to start the 14th over. Another short delivery outside of stump. This time cut away, but straight to the sweeper cover fielder there in the deep. So only single taken. This time a convincing stroke coming right at the meat of the bat. Nishant Gupta now in 40 for him in 29 deliveries. Full on the stumps. Walked away in the leg side. Two is the call, but in the end they'll settle for a single. With that single, 100 is up for Garuda for the loss of three wickets in 13.3. They still need 38 runs in 39 balls. Required rate under 6 now for Garuda, 5.85 to be precise. Current rate now moves to 7.41.
Nice.
Garuda looking in control. Once again, the batter, bowler drifts one on the bat. Beautifully clipped away by the batter. But it's not going all the way. It will be cut off by the fielder in the field. Due stopping that ball in the outfield. As the night goes on, temperature drops and dew gets heavier and heavier. Bowler on this occasion wiping the ball, trying to get it as dry as possible in order to get the grip on the ball. But it will be a tough ask from the bowlers in these given conditions. Fuller, Yorker all beating the defense of the batter, but not crashing into the stumps. Straight to the keeper. So a dot ball and excellent delivery. Jitesh is out in the center for good time. He's 12 of 16 deliveries. This time, once again, trying to attack the stumps. Drifts one down and white ball signal by the umpire. Another extra for Garudas. Their score moves to 105. Garuda still need 33 of 36 deliveries. Once again, good delivery on the stump. Equally well played by the batter for a dot ball. So dot ball to end the 14th over. Garuda, while chasing 138, are 102 for the loss of 3 wickets. They still need 36 in 36 balls. This match is going down to a wire as both the teams are not ready to take a step back in this contest. They are going head to head at the moment. Four runs coming in last over. Shiv Sharma, excellent so far. 2 overs, 7 runs for no wickets. Another change in the bowling attack. Sumit now brought back into the attack to bowl his final over. 3 overs, 17 for 2 wickets so far for Sumit. Will bowl out. Short ball outside of stump. Punched away towards the right of the cover fielder who is right at the edge in the inside circle. Single to start the 15th. Run a ball 35 of 35 needed for Garuda. Panthers in search of wicket. Partnership growing. 30 runs of 28 balls. The partnership worth. Slip in play for Sumit. Good length delivery outside of stump. Punched away on the back foot. But straight to the point fielder for a single. Boundary to end the 15th over. Garuda while chasing 138 are 113 for the loss of 3 wickets. They still need 25 runs in remaining 30 balls at the required rate of 5. Shiv Sharma to continue. So far, excellent figures for Shiv Sharma. 2 overs, not for 7. This time, Shiv attacks the stump. Fortunate for the batter that he managed to get an inside edge. Otherwise, he would have been LBW well in plumb in front. So dot ball to start the 16th over. 15 runs remaining in the tank for Panthers. Can they manufacture victory from the jaws of defeat? We have to wait and watch. Full drill down the ground. Fielder there in the deep fumbles, but still keeps it to a single. Single coming off first 2 deliveries. Length delivery on the stumps. Once again, batter defending it. Batsman not going after Shiv Sharma as he's bowling, as he's in middle of superb spell. He's in good rhythm at the moment. Run up is fluent. So is the action and the finish. As I was telling, he's bowling fluently. He drifts one down the leg. White ball signal. Excellent bit of glove work there behind stumps by the keeper, stopping that ball. Otherwise, that would have gone for a boundary. 115 up for Garuda in 15.3. They still need 23. 27 balls yet to be bowled in this inning. Once again, he balls one outside of stump. Commentators curse, as they say. Equation for Garuda is getting simpler at the moment. They need only 22 now of 27 balls. They don't need to rush or hurry through. View is very heavy in the outfield. Once the ball is in the outfield, it's getting back. Once again, plays with the soft hands in between point and short third fielder. Gully in the deep. So only single taken. Extra man on the offside for Shiv Sharma. Deep gully, sweeper cover, and long on the offside. Long off and mid wicket in the leg side. Inside the circle are fine leg, short third, point, and covers. Four coming of first 4 deliveries of Shiv Sharma. Length delivery outside of stump. Batter asking for a wide but denied by the umpire as that was just inside that tramp line. So dot ball and a much needed for Panthers. They need to break this partnership. This partnership is 44 of 38 deliveries. Length delivery on the pads. Beautifully clipped into the leg side. Excellent work there by the square leg fielder who keeps it to 1. So single to end the 16th over. Garuda while chasing 138 are 118 for the loss of 3 wickets in 16 overs. They still need 20 in 24 balls at the required rate of 5.00. 20 in 24. Equation getting simpler for Garuda. On the other hand, Panthers are running short of runs. They have only 20 runs in the bucket to play with. Wicket is the key for both the teams. Lower delivery outside of stump, punched away into the sweeper cover region for a single. Now only 90. Oh, another mixed field. Another misfield by the keeper and batters running for the second one. So now only 18 runs remaining for Garuda to take this contest in 23 deliveries. Required rate now under 5, 4.70 to be precise. Hafiz to ball is third and the 17th over of the inning. 18 runs only remaining in the tank for Panthers. Another flighted floater outside of stump, but the batter plays all along the carpet. Batter looks in no hurry at the moment. They are doing in terms of singles. Hafiz trying to tempt the batter, but at the moment not succeeding. Will he continue with a similar kind of strategy or will he go flatter? Once again, a floater driven on the towards in between cover and Nolan. Boundary for Garuda. That was an excellent shot on the up by Jitesh, who moves to 23 of 23 deliveries. Jitesh is got his eye in. He has stopped himself for hitting any boundary for so long, but on this occasion he frees his arms and gets a boundary. Once again, cuts it fine. Away from the short third. Back to back boundaries for Jitesh and Garuda. 129 now for Garuda. Landmark achieved by Jitesh. 2,000 runs completed for Jitesh in his career. Excellent career for Jitesh so far. What a way to reach to a landmark of 2,000 in his limited over career. At the moment, he is marching his team towards the victory. Now runs only needed in single digits for Garuda. 9 needed in 20 deliveries. Is this match done or we have anything twist in the tail? Once again plays with the soft hand and they runs through. Fielders are not able to collect the ball in as due out in the outfield is making hard for them. Toss plays a crucial role here at Gurukul Cricket Stadium. Probably the way toss winning team goes on to win the match. Another floater on the stumps. And this time Nishant Gupta just knocks it away in the mid wicket region for a single. With that single, he reaches to landmark of 50. 50 coming in 40 deliveries for Nishant Gupta. A match winning knock. from Nishant Gupta's bat. Four boundaries and a big six. Strike rate of 125 for Nishant Gupta. Now only 7 runs needed for Garuda to take this, to take couple of points in the points table. Shiv Sharma to ball his final and the 18th over. Will he able to manufacture any magic now for Panthers, or will Garuda march on? You have to wait and watch. Extra man inside the circle for Shiv Sharma on the offside. No man in the deep. Short ball, cut away. Good fielding there. But yet, single taken by the batter. Only 6 runs now remaining. Over pitch. Hit away. Will it go? Yes, it does. Half century. Nishant Gupta finishes the match in style. Garuda, while chasing 138, up and running, and they win this contest with handsome margin of 7 wickets. Let me read out the match summary. Garuda, after winning the coin toss, opting to ball first and restricting Panthers for 137. In reply, chasing it out successfully in 17.2 overs and 7 wickets remaining in the tank. Congratulations to Team Garuda for winning this contest handsomely. Handsomely. That's it from the coin box. We'll be back again with the action, lot of action in this tournament coming your way. It's me, Ali Hashmi, signing off from the coin box. Bye bye and stay safe.